Okay.
Yeah.
I think it's 50-50.
But the storyline is corny. Like, oh my gosh, he didn't get us a ring. SGA is our savior. Well, he went to Oakland and became their savior there. Who cares? It was
Right.
like
You
so
forget.
long ago.
That was like 3 teams ago.
Right.
Hold on, but
Like,
y'all
we
forget.
way past that. They tried
Y'all
that
forget.
storyline 3 years ago, or however long ago it
Y'all
was.
forget just how petty fan bases and sports media are.
They are struggling, like their media deals right now. Adam Silver has to go into the global bag just to get us more money because the retention numbers are going down. Do you really think that a Phoenix, that's like a clickbait game, that wouldn't have kept the retention? The media deals have a lot to do with retention, and those numbers are down right now. That's why they desperately going overseas to make it international, because they it seemed like, oh, money grab. Low key, NBA struggling with views. There's no way that storyline would get clicks. It would get clicks, but they wouldn't stay. And staying is what matters these days. And people have not been staying. They've been checking out the highlights the next day on YouTube.
I can't wait, man. So they starting off the game with a Golden State LA Lakers game. There's gonna be no King James because his butt hurting. I don't know if it's Ozempic
That's
or the juice.
Joke.
Yes, Sadaka is a beast.
My fault. I accidentally hit a pad.
Accidentally. That was right on point, though.
My watch thick as hell. Shout out to Shador. And I accidentally hit a pad while I was trying to fix my cords. But that was crazy timing.
It was crazy timing. But no King James on opening night. He's gonna be out probably like 4 to 6 weeks. So you gonna have Luka-led Lakers going against the new look Warriors, because they finally got Kuminga on the contract. So they ain't gonna have to play with his minutes. So he probably might play starters minutes if he don't start. Jimmy Butler's healthy, Steph healthy, Draymond healthy. So we'll see what that look like. But I'm still kind of pissed off that they keep going with these old heads. Like, I don't know why the Warriors got to be on opening night, but that's neither here nor there. And then that Rockets versus OKC, the champs game. Why y'all think they picked that game?
You know why?
Yeah, I was about to say.
So they
That's
so
tough.
they could make KD watch them do what he didn't do while he was there.
Yeah, that's crazy. That on OKC court, it's ring night. They getting their rings in front of KD. You know what I mean? KD with the Rock. You think if he was with Phoenix, they still would have picked that game? Yep. Phoenix versus OKC. You think?
No, absolutely not. Phoenix.
So it's not just because of the rings.
There's no way.
You don't think?
No.
Oh, you said if OKC didn't win, or you said
no. If KD never left the Suns, do you think they would have made it a Suns Thunder matchup instead of Rockets Thunder?
Yeah.
You think so?
For sure. KD's been the dark child of the NBA.
Why would they do that? That wouldn't even
for the storyline.
I see what you're saying, because
watching them get their rings.
The Suns, though, they would have did probably Minnesota.
It's about KD.
They would have did Minnesota if anything. The AEC.
There's no storyline there.
So what's the storyline?
The storyline: KD never won a ring for Oklahoma City.
Who cares? He got 2. Move on.
That's what I'm saying.
Don't care. I got 2. You got 1.
We know that we don't care, but this is sports is all about manufacturing entertainment now.
They would have manufactured. You think Anthony Edwards don't want his get back early? You think
who cares about Anthony Edwards? Nobody cares about Anthony Edwards.
But it was still like they seen each other. They seen each other twice. Hold on, they seen each other twice in the playoffs 2 years in a row. First time the Wolves put them out, OKC out, and then OKC put the Wolves out. Something nasty. I feel like that'd be a decent.
I would have preferred that storyline too. The Wolves or
I didn't say it was a good storyline. I just told y'all why it's happening. We never said that.
I'm talking about the initial question. If KD was on Phoenix, I almost said Phoenix Mercury. If KD was on the Phoenix Suns, there's no way they would have put Phoenix Suns as the first game of opening night. The Phoenix Suns?
They probably would have. Come on. They probably will. But you asking for them to put depleted ass and tired ass Minnesota on opening night.
Hey, they much improved though.
They're much they're better. They cut off some unnecessary. They cut off.
I'm tired of giving Anthony Edwards the attention that he's asking for and not getting nothing in return. So until Anthony Edwards does something worth me caring about, I don't care about Anthony Edwards storylines. Show me something.
So Phoenix Suns had a better team than Minnesota was last year.
I'm not saying that. You asked the question.
Not judging the record.
Why is open night storyline?
It didn't matter if KD went to Detroit. They would have put Detroit on opening night against the Thunder because it's the storyline of KD on OKC floor watching them raise a banner that he didn't help them get.
What if he went to Charlotte?
That's the storyline. They might not put Charlotte on opening night.
Charlotte.
They might not have put Charlotte on opening night.
Charlotte lit. If KD would have went to Charlotte, boy, LaMelo Ball, yeah, at least Charlotte lit, dog.
That's probably one of two teams that they wouldn't have put on opening night if KD would have went there.
Okay, so I guess the better question is this, because the storyline is a thing. I mean, they get to get that part of it, but also the Rockets are a contender, and they might be the number one contender in the West, not named the Thunder. So you put both of them against. So if I was to rephrase this question, how much of it is the storyline and how much is it that is actually a legit good matchup in the West?
That's a better question.
I think it's a legit good matchup in the West. I like.
So you think it's 100 the matchup and 0 the storyline? Okay.
Yeah.
I think it's 50-50.
Because the storyline is corny. Like, oh my gosh, he didn't get us a ring. SGA is our savior. Well, he went to Oakland and became their savior there. Who cares? It was
right.
That
was like 3 teams ago.
Right.
Hold on, but y'all forget.
Way past that. They tried that storyline 3 years ago, or however long ago it was.
Y'all forget just how petty fan bases and sports media are.
They are struggling, like their media deals right now. Adam Silver has to go into the global bag just to get us more money because the retention numbers are going down. Do you really think that a Phoenix, that's like a clickbait game, that wouldn't have kept the retention? The media deals have a lot to do with retention, and those numbers are down right now. That's why they desperately going overseas to make it international, because it seemed like, oh, money grab. Low key, NBA struggling with views. There's no way that storyline would get clicks. It would get clicks, but they wouldn't stay. And staying is what matters these days. And people have not been staying. They've been checking out the highlights the next day on YouTube.
Yeah, that is how a lot of people consume their NBA content too. And Adam Silver know it too. He know it because every time they ask him about ratings, he always try to talk, well, people don't want to watch it like that no more. And, you know, they consume stuff other ways, whatever the case may be. But they also got I don't know if y'all went to the NBA's website to look at their new point of emphasis. They got 3 new point of emphasis that they want the referees to pay attention to, right? One of them is
the shooting one.
It's not really like a new thing. They want to put another emphasis on a shooter's landing space. So I guess they're keying on it a little bit more than they did, but that was already there. But the newest one is they're getting rid of the high five on the shooter. You remember they used to say the hand is part of the ball,
right?
Now they're putting a special emphasis on making sure they call those fouls when you have that hand contact on a shooter, right? So that's one of them. The other one is what they call straight line drives. And I don't know if y'all notice when people going on the straight line on the drive and the defender kind of bump them, you know, and he's anything that if you bump a person that's going in a straight line and you change their path, they're emphasizing on referees calling that now. So, and the reason why I like that a little bit is because people are playing defense like that. They can time it right when you about to go up for a shot. And if you someone like Jokic who just got beat on a drive, he'll bump you with his chest. Just especially like a frail person like Steph, you can time it right. Give them that little bump right before they go up and they go flying. Right. So they're putting the emphasis on that. But let me show you what they was talking about with the high five.
Focus on the contact between the contesting defender and the shooter on this next play. The defensive player, Isaac Jones, contests the shot by the offensive player, Tristan De Silva, but Jones makes a secondary motion after the initial contest by swiping through the hand of the shooter after the ball is released. This is illegal contact by Jones, and a defensive foul will be called this season on this type of contact. The final play in this section will show an example of contact by a defender made to a shooter's hand, wrist, or arm that could be deemed flagrant. The defensive player, Dylan Brooks, makes obvious illegal contact to the arm of the shooter, Brandon Miller, after the ball is released on the shot attempt. We can see the secondary movement by Brooks as he swings his arm at Miller's arm, and we can also see that there is a wind-up, impact, and follow-through with the swipe, and that the contact can clearly be defined as unnecessary. This type of contact on a secondary motion by a defender contesting a shot is illegal, and a flagrant foul can and may be called on this type of play. Now, let's look at some examples.
First off, Dylan Brooks know he out of pocket.
Yeah, I mean, come on, that was too obvious, right?
Dylan Brooks know he out of pocket. That should have been auto foul anyway.
Right. And the first one you just swiped, like you swung at like
golly, boy.
So here's I'm okay with that being a foul because by definition it's a foul.
Right.
Thanks.
But awarding them shots for that.
You saying that because the ball is already left their hand and is gone?
Yeah. It don't affect them getting hit right there. Don't affect the shot at all. But giving the player a personal foul and then giving them the ball on baseline and let's stay over the limit.
Oh, that's tough though, man.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, even though the ball is already left their hand, but we're still calling it a shooting foul.
To me, it's just it's a contact foul and not a shooting foul.
Yeah, because the ball is
like
gone.
a loose ball foul.
Like a loose ball foul.
Yeah, that's a great point, Jay.
So how would you officiate that, Bree? Like if you was the head official and you said, Adam Silver, this is how I think we should do this one, as far as rewarding shots or calling a loose ball foul, whatever the case may be.
If the ball's gone, then it's a loose ball foul. No one has possession of the ball; it's in the air.
But
he's a shooter.
Wouldn't that make it a dead play? So that way, even if the ball goes in, it wouldn't count.
Nah, the ball goes in. You've seen that several times. I might foul somebody away from the ball. Mel shot the shot. The ball goes in. Boom. They get the points. Now they get the ball back because I fouled.
Side out. Okay. Is that how you see it, Bree?
I'm just trying to think. Like if the person were to shoot it and make it, then it would be a loose ball foul. Then they get a possession again.
Exactly. Which that to me that'll make people stop doing it quicker than just giving them free throws.
The and one.
What I do think about it is it's going to be an increase of challenges this season. We're going to see a lot of challenges.
It's going to be an increase in loss challenges too. It's going to be an increase in loss. By that definition, by what they're calling, you know how many people make incidental contact to the hand? With that being the new rule now,
often
that you challenge that, you're going to lose that challenge. That's going to be a foul.
And how often are shooters going to, just like when they was making an point of emphasis with them hitting your leg while you in the air, and then people like Reggie Miller would kick his leg out while you running past them.
How many people going to put their hand in the way?
How many people going to put their hand out and
you know what? At this point, that changes because now you're not even trying to score the ball. Now you're just shooting to make contact, which is I think a lot of people. I think Steph baits a lot, but I think he still shoots to shoot, right? But like somebody else who maybe foul bait, like Harden would probably, damn the shot. I know I can go to the line. I know I'm 90% from the line.
Chris Paul.
I put this hand out here. Boom, you about to hit that. Send me to the line, or if, I think how they're gonna do it is you still gonna go to the line, right? But that's gonna cause an issue because now people are not even gonna be looking to make the shot anymore. People are gonna be playing for the foul instead.
And we've already starting to see that happen a little bit too.
And it's gonna slow the game way down.
Yeah.
Because because you're gonna have this adjustment period. You're gonna have this adjustment period of people who are trying to remember that, oh, this is a rule now. I can't do the high five.
But you know what? You know how they're gonna combat that. You already know. They combated that first with that whole flopping joint. Like if you throw your hand out there, they might hit you with the flopping joint. Nah, you try to initiate that joint.
Because it's an unnatural shooting motion. If you shoot the ball from body towards the rim, right? There's no reason for your hand to be out here. No reason for that at all. So like, I guess like if they want to really enforce that flopping rule and they look for that, cool.
Or either call it an offensive foul because now you made illegal contact.
I do want to know, like, what if the player puts their hand in, like, what if the defensive player, say his hand is just right here and the offensive player meets it on their own? Would that count?
They said if it's incidental, they letting it go. They said if it's a secondary move that causes the contact,
like a wind up and swing,
So if you just go up and contest and it's a natural, my hand was there and his hand hit mine or whatever, that's incidental contact. But if I jump up to contest and then I do a secondary move that causes the contact, then they're calling it.
And I think they're doing it for player safety.
The only way I see this being
Dylan Brooks tried to take my man's shirt off.
He did. The only way I see this where it's like it can be deemed as incidental content or incidental contact is if the defender is contesting the shot from a straight up position, like not lunging, not jumping, like in front of the ball handler. Shot goes up, he's just straight up with it, and then the shooter just kind of like Mel said, the flick hand, you end up hitting the straight up hand. Yeah. That's why I feel like it might be incidental.
Which one of y'all dropped in the group chat a couple of days ago that Steph's free throws already went up in the preseason? That was you?
Yeah.
And they saying it's because of that point of emphasis now on that. So that's going to benefit Steph because a lot of people touch his hands on his shots, number one. Number two is now you kind of got to give him more room. You got to give him more room.
Got to move this motherfucker outside.
This dude here. All right, but yeah, that was the point of emphasis. If y'all want to go and look at the straight line,
I think the straight line is gonna it's gonna make even more people mad because SGA going to the line 5 more times a game.
Oh boy, you already know.
Jalen Brunson line.
Oh my God! But so this is the thing I hate about that though. This is the thing I hate about it is Joe Dumars just teased us and told us that we about to see more physicality, and now you making rules. You took 2 steps forward and a step back, or maybe 1 step forward and 2 steps back. With now we gonna allow more physicality, but now we about to give another what's the word I'm looking for? Another handout to the offensive player and another.
But I don't think it's the handout. I think it's forcing defenses to play honest. Like you really got to move your feet. You got to play deep. I think I get the spirit. But. You're right in the execution. It's probably going to be bad.
The closeout needs to be more fundamental.
Yeah, and what's going to happen is, especially with the high stuff contact with the hand and everything like that, what's going to happen is you're going to get all these players who are not even making full closeouts now. They're just going to kind of like run at you and then off to the side, where that's not going to do anything for a shooter like Steph Curry or Klay Thompson or any of these taller shooters. You know what I'm saying? That's going to do nothing for them. So you essentially just giving them a free bucket. And then with the straight line drive, right? You're going to have defenders get so scared to put a body in the paint to stop it. And now you just got a free run.
Like Giannis is just gonna go right beeline right to the basket. Like, boom.
You got to give a real foul. No more of that little chest bumper. All right.
There's gonna be no need for Euros anymore. I guess this is America's. We doing America's now. Just straight line drives. No Euros.
Let's see if we can get this done before the draft because our draft start in 20 minutes, y'all. Hold on.
Well, I made it 9:15.
It's 9:15. Okay. Is the what time does the order come out?
It's out, and somehow Commissioner got the number 1 pick. I call
collusion.
Commissioner got the number 1 pick.
Who?
You fool! You got the number 1 pick.
No way. Are you serious?
Collusion.
I sent it to randomized draft order. Are you serious? I got number 1 pick.
And Mel got number 10, so Mel got back to backs.
Ooh, y'all in trouble.
I don't like being number 1 pick. I really
Y'all
don't.
Don't play coy now. Don't play coy now. You know what you was doing. You knew what you was doing.
No, I
Y'all
said
in
it's a
trouble.
randomized order.
Real
Randomized.
shiesty-like. Real shiesty-like.
I took a screenshot. It was randomized order.
Your first league for man down, and you somehow find a way to be number one.
I'm number one. That's crazy.
Okay.